The beginning, when you get perfect letter metrics off, you're winning. The first vowel in English you kicking. It's not from the Greek, so the speech isn't shifted. Reminds me of myself, well-rounded with the diction. 5 different sounds, 5 different...
Champion, we remain here. We have Mr. Shake the Building. Shake my hand. Yes, sir.
It's your boy, Mr. Shake the Building. Mark Jamgo. How you feeling, sir?
I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling good.
This is beautiful.
Thank you.
This is my first time at Champion 2.0. This is insane, bro.
It's all about reinvesting, man.
Insane.
You get something, you put everything back into the situation, and we have this. I mean, they have the webcam version, but when I drop it on YouTube, it looks 10 times better. It's just dope. It's dope.
Yeah, this is insane. I'm happy to be here. I appreciate you bringing me on
salute.
Talk volume, talk all things battle rap. I'm ready.
Let's get straight into the topic of today.
Let's get into it.
O-Red made a comment. I low-key agree with him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's going on here? He said, I should have got this down verbatim, but he said that O-Red is not on a volume, Twork not on a volume, Rum Nitty. These are the 3 guys that low-key made it hot.
Classic.
Absent, what let me say, hold on. I didn't still agree with him. I'm like, hold on, let me just see what happened here. So before I let you go.
Yeah.
Smack Volume 1. Rum Nitty versus Iron Solomon. O-Red versus Briz Rothstein. New Jersey Twork versus JC. That's Volume 1. Let's keep going. I don't disagree for no reason. Cortez versus, this is Volume 2 now. Cortez versus O-Red. John versus Rum Nitty.
It's a cool battle.
New Jersey Twork versus Averb. So keep in mind that the in question people are O-Red, Twork, and Rum Nitty. So Twork versus Verb, the hoodie down. That's Volume 2.
Classic moments.
Keep in mind, we're on Volume 6 right now. Let's keep going.
Classic moments.
Iron Solomon versus O-Red. Rum Nitty versus New Jersey Twork. Those 2 alone. And this battle got interrupted. This battle got interrupted.
Jay-Z versus a classic. Damn.
That's Volume 3. Should I keep it going? We won't keep it going. Volume 4. John the Don versus O-Red. Shotgun Suge versus Rum Nitty. Huh? And I think, let me see. Shotgun Suge versus Rum Nitty. Okay, Twork was on here. Charlie Clips versus New Jersey Twork. Charlie bit me. The first round. So they have
the upper one, man. Every volume.
That's now Volume 5. Rum Nitty versus Chilla Jones. Geechee Gotti versus O-Red. But here's the problem. New Jersey Twork versus Av never happened. But the case that they have for like low key, putting a lot of groundwork into volume, I think they may get that.
It's like
volume.
Twork, Nitty, O-Red, right?
Yeah.
It's like the Trinity for the volume. That's like the Trinity for the volume.
And now, for the first time ever, I think on this Volume 6 card, Twork is not a part of it, O-Red is not a part of it, and Rum Nitty is not a part of it.
Why do you think O-Red's not on the card? Nitty said he wanted to sit out a little bit, right?
Okay.
Twork's still recovering. He's kind of preparing physically and mentally.
So that makes sense.
To get back. So those 2 make sense.
O-Red, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the perfect, because you got to think O-Red was on Genesis versus JC. So he was on the stage. This is his setting.
I wonder if like the leagues, like shout out to P, shout out to URL staff, they look at things like this sometimes. And sometimes the business doesn't work out, I guess. But
man, hopefully, I don't know what it is, but if P put that tweet out, that means he's more than welcome. Like, I would rather, because if he's put it out there, like, I'm not on the card, that means he probably wanted to be on the card so they can figure it out, because the volume is not going to stop here. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have a volume next year. Earlier on. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? So, again, shout out to those 3 for putting in the work on them volumes, because they got some classics, man.
Moments, classics. So that what moments can be created from the lineup that we have this time around? Somebody's got to create a classic, either battle or moment. I think we're definitely going to get both.
Someone in the chat said O-Red had COVID. So you get COVID, you know what I mean? But I think it worked out of his system within 2 weeks, because he did battle A-Ward. You know what I mean? So he was good.
Facts.
So I want to see O'Red on the volume. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they can figure it out. You know what I mean? I think his last battle outside of... So, Danny Myers was before JC. Am I correct? Check.
Danny
Correct me,
Myers
I think
was...
Danny
Oh,
Myers,
yeah. O'Red battling?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was before JC.
because JC was... His Genesis battle was this year. You know what I mean? Which wasn't too crazy, but it's like... To have the stage switch and you're not on the stage that will be in your advantage is kind of crazy. So it's probably some behind the scenes business. It probably is.
Yeah, business probably didn't add up. Probably wasn't perfect timing.
Yeah,
They had other guys lined up, you know.
I would love for they like to step in the stage, the volume situation, and make it happen with one of these guys. He was calling out Rum Nitty. He called out Twork. O'Red battle already happened way back in the day, so I want to see it. Again, Twork, he took time off because he got into an accident.
Yeah.
The accident was real. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's been to an event and you've seen Twork in person, you're like, damn. You might just want to pray for him a little bit.
Continued recovery.
I think he's, for the most part, he's good, but he's still, like, he probably don't feel himself. Like, I'm not, if I bounce around, it hurts or some shit like that. So he probably knows that's on him. Rum Nitty is ready to get back in the ring now. You know what I mean? But O'Red, we got to figure it out. I want to see it.
Yeah, these three are staples in the volume series. They've, like you said, you ran down the classics for volume. There wasn't one that was off. Yeah. Every volume there was something.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm so excited for volume 6 is this weekend.
It's this weekend.
It's crazy. It came up fast, man. Definitely came up fast.
Should we segue into volume 6 now? We went through the history of the volumes with starring O'Red, Twork, and Rum Nitty. Should we now segue into volume 6 to talk about it? People saying Hitman Holla versus Twork. I talked about that when Hitman was here on Champion.
In a volume?
I've been wanted that.
Or just in general?
I mean, since low key, to be honest,
that battle can't be in a volume. It can't be.
But let's keep it 1,000. Every battle is a volume.
Every battle's a volume.
It's a COVID era. It's a COVID situation.
I missed the big stage, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I mean. I missed the big stage.
I missed the big stage.
Because people keep acting like the volume. I feel like, okay, spitting the volume, it shows your talent, right? But spitting on the stage, it shows the difficulty. Just imagine just one heckler, just one hater. One of your haters can throw you off. That's
crowd
hard.
Control.
1,000 people, that's crowd ridiculous. Control. You know what I'm saying? I want both. Why can't I have both?
I appreciate the caffeine settings and the small rooms and the volumes and the no crowds and the small crowds, but you know, I'm feeding for those reactions and those haymakers on the big stages, man. We need that.
Yeah, and someone in chat said Rock still needs his volume. Okay. Rock could battle any of these three in the volume. I know he battled Red already, but that was 10 years ago in Club Santos. 2011, I believe. So 9 years later or 10, because next year's going to be 10 years later, Red or Rock can happen again.
I know
Rock versus Twork can happen.
They're talking about Rock and Easy now, too.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
But now listen.
I know I would love to see that.
Hey, prime time, real fast. Prime time is tonight. Shout out to Easy to Block. If they can jump on prime time tonight and talk about it if they want. That's on them.
Rock,
invitation
Easy,
is there. Y'all want to
get on prime time, please.
You know what I mean? I'm here. But with that being said, I think we should transition and segue into volume. And shout out to these. We got the red and the blue right there. These two brothers.
Yeah,
so they could rematch. They could rematch and set volume off or volume 7 off because their battle's unfinished. But volume 6 is going down this weekend.
Yeah, we're here. December 12th.
December 12th. It all goes down. Huh? I believe in LA. But volume 6, how do you feel about the card? What's your first impressions?
Yeah,
What's your initial thoughts?
Looking at the card, beautiful card.
Yeah.
Beautiful card. You got a little bit of everything on here. You got vets who you know I'm a favorite of. I love seeing the vets on these cards still. You got the hot up and comers. You got Easy. You got Jerry West on here. You got these battlers that are hungry and that have been shown in 2019 and 2020 that they're here and they ain't going anywhere. Like they haven't slowed down.
That's a fact.
You know, and you have low key, not even low key, some Champion of the Year contenders on this card.
People are saying it.
You do.
And hold on, real fast. We talk
a
about
lot of them actually.
Stop telling me I left somebody out the conversation when the conversation didn't start. One more time. The Champion of the Year conversation has not really started. People have their opinions,
And y'all are included in the conversation.
Debo and Ace had their opinions, but the official conversation started. The surveys didn't even go out yet.
People are asking. People are asking.
It's coming. So
I know.
This is when you say someone's up out the conversation. I know you guys stay on check up. This is when you say someone is up the conversation. You know what I'm saying? The coach check surveys go out probably December 20th, right? And then when I reveal the top 20 names and you don't see a name, then they have officially been left out the conversation.
Right.
Then complain. Jay Black, what's going on? What are you doing? He's not part of the top 20. That's when you do it. That's the official. He's left out the conversation. You know what I'm saying? So salute to y'all. But it's opinions here. Someone has a Twitter. It was been left out. The conversation hasn't started. Danny's been left out. The conversation has not yet been started. Thank you for your support, though. And I think we're at the GoFundMe is at 1,400.
Let's go.
Starting
Keep
next
them numbers
week,
climbing.
Starting next week, the amount of money that's in the GoFundMe will be front and center. Literally front and center for every episode that we do. So stay tuned for that. But you can donate to the GoFundMe now or whenever you see it. If you already have it, the coach check service will be out December 20th. Back to you.
Yeah, no, again, you got vets, you got these hot up and comers like Easy the Block Captain as a fill-in, I guess you could say, for Calico against T-Top. But these two, did y'all see that on a DNA show, Caffeine? Those two.
I didn't see it.
Go
fault,
back and watch if you can before Saturday because they low key had a face off on the show.
Yeah.
And it was a good face off. They have love for each other, but they also they had disdain for each other at the same time. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be that way too because Easy the Block Captain knows me being buddy with you for what? If I beat you clearly and body you or something happens or I clearly win, I'm next up.
Yeah.
Excuse me, not next up. I'm here now.
And he's right on the precipice of that.
That's what I'm saying.
Right there.
So we could be friends all we want behind the scenes and we shake. Screw all that. Now it's time, T-Top, you messed up. You wanted Calico. Now when you got Easy, and it ain't gonna be easy.
It's not gonna be easy.
And it's not gonna be easy.
There's a lesson in every bar, T-Top.
But what I want to say is, you know what I mean, I feel like a person that have been perfect for the volume, I think he should be in consideration for the next volume. And to me, I hate using the word rookie now because I feel like these guys are rapping for so long. And I don't even want to use the term PG or even crucible with these guys. So I kind of keep saying rising star, rising talent. I think, to me, he's my favorite. He probably not be the best to y'all. My favorite is Real Sick. So I think
he's dangerous.
He's very dangerous.
That's how I would describe him. He's just dangerous. He doesn't get as much still right now, and we're right before volume, as much notoriety as like an Easy or a Jerry. But I think his talent-wise, and you want to step in front of him, a lot of battlers don't want to right now.
It shouldn't have been that close with him and Chilla. But what Chilla had, it shouldn't have been that close. And the fact that it was that close, that's a win in itself for Real Sick.
And they're just saying he clearly beat Magic, which, to a lot might not be hard to do, but I'm just saying, if you a 30's a 30 at the end of the day, I'm
going to leave it alone.
All right.
I'm waiting to the battle drop to talk. They be mad at me. I made a face, they probably mad at me.
I didn't see the battle.
I didn't see the battle either.
I watched the interviews like everybody else. Yeah, so...
Let's get back to the card real fast.
Let's get to this. How, leading up to it, you're gonna be there, right?
Yes, I will be.
How do you feel did you feel any differently like a week or two ago, kind of as you do now leading up to it? Like we're about to see Pat Stay and K Shine, like we're about to see Ill Will and Danny Meyer. Like how are you feeling right now leading up to I guess the face-offs?
The face-offs, too, I have a lot of questions for Pat Stay. Not so much for K-Shine. K-Shine was doing karaoke last night, by the way. That just shows his level. The fact that he's the best...
We're going to get to that.
I got to ask K-Shine about that, too. The fact that he's doing karaoke.
We're going to get to that, K-Shine.
That means... I think that's scary because I'm doing karaoke. I'm not even... My shit is already done. I didn't hear that from Pat Stay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pat Stay has a show out. Stay tuned. Was it Pat Stay? Stay tuned. Fire. But I gotta know, where his head is at. How does he feel about the pressure that was on him? People saying that he's lying about traveling down, him being scared because the battle was supposed to happen months ago, 5 to 6 months ago maybe. It never happened. So I gotta see where his head is at. But overall, I feel good about it. I feel good about it, What I like in battle rap, that it be about battle rap. So when you have these fire battles go down, the conversation, the focus is back to the battles. If it's for a short time, it's still back to the battle. So this is fire to me. I love the card too. I think it's dope, and it gives guys like Jerry West a final boss in Arsenal.
Yeah.
It gives Danny Myers low key. You know what I mean? He has been doing good, but let's be honest about the battles he has lost too. He got his wins,
Danny?
but the battles he has lost.
Just dropped today.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
The Jerry West.
Yeah, the Jerry West battle.
Okay, the Jerry West battle. This gives him redemption factor because Ill Will, you know, in terms of the most dangerous, people have been saying K-Shine, but I feel like it's K-Shine and Ill Will. In terms of danger, so you somehow get past Ill Will, you one of them. You back up. You back up. You back. Respect has been re-added to your name because I'm like sorry yet, but it has been re-added to your name. Let's see what happens.
Yep. Yeah, I'm looking forward to everybody on this card, to be honest with you.
That's a fact. So, do you want to start with the headliner? Now we can go through these.
We can. We didn't even mention the top of the card yet. Good. I mean, we spoke about this before, but get our final predictions in.
Okay.
You talking about Goods and Geechee Gotti?
Goods and Geechee Gotti. That has been billed as the headliner, but I feel like listen,
or Shine and Paste. I'm looking at the flyer.
Yeah,
Goods
the
and
flyer
Geechee, and it's their faces on the flyer.
Okay.
We can go wherever you want.
Let's start with Goods and Geechee Gotti.
The beginning, when you get perfect letter metrics off, you're winning. The first vowel in English you kicking. It's not from the Greek, so the speech isn't shifted. Reminds me of myself, well-rounded with the diction. 5 different sounds, 5